What's up YouTube, it's your girl Ronnie and I'm back with another video. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Snapchat. And as you guys can see, I am in my uniform, so that you know what that means. A Military Monday video, yes. If you guys are new to this channel, I am obviously in the Army. I have been in for 5 years, and this video is basically going to be telling you guys the cons of being in the Army. Now, I want to clear the air. This is not to bash the Army. This is not to bash the military. This is just what I feel are the cons for myself personal. Like, everybody has different experiences, so what I don't like, somebody else might like, and vice versa. But this is just giving you guys an idea of what I don't like. So when I wrote this list, I didn't really make it in a specific order. So it's not like from 10 to 1, the least that I don't like or anything like that. I just really sat down and wrote down things that I don't like. So I'm gonna start off. If y'all see me looking down, it's because the paper that I wrote the shit on is right in front of me. So the first thing that I don't like is waking up at the ass crack of dawn. Being in the military, like, we wake up at 06:30 every day to do PT. And actually here at AIT, we wake up at 05:30 to do PT. And PT usually lasts from an hour and a half in majority of the places. And again, it all depends on where you're stationed at, because one station might do PT earlier or later or not do PT at all. I know ever since I've been in, we have woken up and did PT every single day. And it sucks. I'm not a morning person. I be so mad in the morning. It be cold, it be hot. I just be so irritated just having to wake up and do PT. And everybody be talking to me like, hey Sergeant, it's a good morning, blah, blah, blah. And I just be looking at them like, it's too early. It's too early, y'all. I don't got time. So if we could do PT on our own, that would be amazing. And just have to come to work at 09, that would make my day. But the Army loves doing PT, so stuck with it. The next thing that kind of goes along with this is working long hours. Being in the military, you work long hours. I hear some stories about people who get off at 5 o'clock every day, and I wish I was that lucky. So like I said, we start at from anywhere from 05:30 to 06:30, and if we actually have to get ready for the field or do our rec marches, our days can start as early as 03. And sometimes we don't get off of work until like 1900, which is like 7 o'clock. I used to be a platoon sergeant for headquarters at my old company, and when I tell y'all, I did not get off of work until like 19:30 every day. And it sucked. And everybody talk about, oh, soldiers this, soldiers that. No, NCOs have it way worse than soldiers, because we would let the soldiers go, and us NCOs had to stay and do meetings and do this and do that and do everything while y'all just at home living your life. But yeah, the long hours definitely suck, especially if you have CQ and you gotta work 24 hours. It just sucks. Another thing is being away from friends and family. When I first joined the Army, I got stationed in Fort Bliss, Texas. And if you guys don't know, I'm from Philadelphia. So that was like a 30-hour drive just from Texas to Philadelphia. So when I was in Texas, I did not go home for the whole 3 years that I was there. And it was hard just being away from my sisters and brothers. Like, I never had anybody to watch my son, because when I was at home, I'm like, hey, I want to watch Sam, and they'd be like, hell yeah, bring him. But it's just hard, especially if you're there as a single soldier and you are really family oriented. Like, it just sucks. And even if you have your family there, because like I said, the long hours that we work, like, you're always away from your family. We have fields, we have a deployment, we have NTC rotations. Like, just being away from your family for 30 plus days, 9 months, 6 months. Like, when I sit here and tell you guys, like, I probably missed collectively like 2 years of my son's life, and he's freaking 7. So I mean, it's hard, it gets hard, it's difficult. especially being a mom. Like, it's hard, and I'm about to be going again for another year. So I mean, it's challenging. Like, this is not for the faint-hearted. Like, you really gotta know what you want to do when you join the army, and you need to prepare your family. Luckily, my wife is in the army, so she knows how it gets, and she knows how hectic it can be, and so that's a good thing. And then losing battle buddies. So when I say losing battle buddies, I don't mean that they died or anything. What I mean is, when you get in the army, like I said, you're away from your family and friends, so you make family and friends where you stationed at. And y'all become like best buddies and best friends, and I mean, you always at their house and all this and that and the third. And then either they PCS or you PCS, and now you gotta start all over. Like, one of my best friends, she went to Korea. We're in Texas together, and now she's in Texas again, and I'm in North Carolina. So like, I literally don't get to see her. And then my friends that were in basic, like, it's just hard, like, always having to find new friends and getting close to people, and then losing that friendship. Well, not technically losing it, but just not having that person there like all the time. It sucks. Another thing is, you can die. Like, people take this job lightly. Like, they were like, oh, I'm in the army, I get this benefit, this benefit, this benefit. Like, no, you can really lose your life doing this. Like, if a war pop off, our main job is to kill the enemy. Like, fuck all that, oh, I'm sitting in the office all day. No, if you need to go out there and shoot somebody, your ass is going out there and shooting somebody. And millions of people have lost their lives in this job, and the shit is real. So again, you need to prepare yourself and your family for the possibility of going on a deployment and not coming back. So another kind is abusive power. So this is a huge one, actually. Like, people think because they are higher ranking that they can talk to or do whatever they want to other people just because they have that rank, which is crazy. Because honestly, it takes respect to earn respect. However, in the army, you have to respect the rank. And that's true, you do have to respect the rank, but you also need to respect other people. Because at the end of the day, you put your pants on one leg at a time, just like I put my pants on. You put your jacket on one arm at a time, just like I put my jacket on. So how can you talk to me any type of way when I'm a person? Like, don't degrade me, don't make me feel belittled, like, don't do none of that. And I think that's a huge issue in the army. Toxic leadership, NCOs thinking they can do and say whatever they want, and just people not respecting each other. The next kind is the loss of hair and how we're able to wear our hair in the army. So when I first came in the army, I was putting heat in my hair, and I would always have my hair in the slick back bun with shit ton of product, gel, hair tight as hell. And I pretty much did that for the first 3 years that I was in the army, and that really damaged my hair. Like, if you guys look, like I'm really bald on the sides, and that's like that with a lot of African American females. Like, they're usually got like bald spots back here or on the sides, because we pull our hair back so tight, and it causes loss of hair and hair damage to the point where the hair won't even grow back. Another thing is guys, they also get hair loss. Like, if you see a lot of older NCOs, like, they're like always bald up here or going bald or always have shaved heads, because when we wear our ACH, it pretty much like rubs our hair, so that causes hair loss as well. And also the way that we are able to wear our hair. Yeah, a lot of things have changed. As y'all can see, I got these braids in, I got a bun, but it's still a lot to work on, especially for African American hair. Like, I be looking crazy half the time because I never know what to do with my hair. Like, I just wish that I could wear my hair naturally out, as long as it looks manageable and not all knotted and nothing like that. But I love to wear bantu knots and twist outs and all of that, but I can't because I'm in the army. Another thing is, you can't quit. So when I was in civilian, like, I literally quit every job that I did not like. If they made me mad, oh bitch, I'm not coming the fuck back. Y'all got me fucked up. But in the army, like, you can't do that. Like, you can go AWOL if you want to, but your ass better never get in trouble. You better not get a parking ticket or pulled over for nothing. Because if you do it, your ass is going right back to where you came from. Right back to the army that you thought you got away from. It's crazy. When I was in Fort Bliss, we had a soldier like that. I think she was AWOL for like 2-3 years, and she got pulled over for speeding, I think. They sent her ass right back to Bliss and had to process her that way, and it still took like a couple of months. So you can't quit. You gotta finish your contract, and if you don't like it, you better get med boarded, or you better get chaptered for failing a PT or doing something. But other than that, like, there's no way for you to get out the army if you just be like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. And trust me, we all have those days where we wake up and be like, bitch, like, no, I don't feel like doing no PT today. Like, but we gotta fucking chalk it up and take our asses to work. And the last thing, which is a freaking huge one, is you belong to the army. So everything you do, everything you say, the army is watching you. Like, you cannot get offensive tattoos. You cannot post certain things on your social media accounts. I remember this story, you guys probably heard about it. Some girl, she was hiding from the flag. Like, every day we salute the flag, and she was in her car and she's like, I'm not saluting today or whatever. And everybody just had a fucking storm with her page, copying and pasted, taking pictures, and some type of way it got back to her chain of command, and she got kicked out of the army. So everything you do, you have to be mindful of that you're in the army, and you can't just do what you want. I can't just wake up today and be like, hey, I'm gonna take a trip. I gotta go through a whole process, get my shit approved before I can actually do what I want. Like, you really belong to the army, and people don't think about that, and that's a lot of what a lot of people have a hard time accepting when they do join the army. So that's why people always get Article 15s or get in chapter, because they can't adapt to the army lifestyle. Like, it's a lot. Like, it's strict. It's not fun and games all the time. But like I said, the pros outweigh the cons for me personally, and I will definitely be doing another video next week talking about the pros of the army and pretty much what you can look forward to being in the army. And if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Snapchat, and I will see you guys in the next video.